In your consumer news, China facing new Trump tariffs next week, while Mexico and Canada get a month-long delay. The president points to fentanyl and immigration emergencies, admitting that Americans could pay the price. Michael Yoshida shows us the impact on your wallet.
President Trump targeting America's largest trading partners.
The United States has been ripped off by virtually every country in the world.
A 10% tariff on Chinese goods is expected to go into effect Tuesday. A massive 25% tariff on most imports from Canada and a 25% tariff on all goods from Mexico could go into effect in March, pending negotiations.
That is going to be an additional 25% that you are going to need to pay at the pump or at the grocery store.
Tariffs basically work like this. Goods produced outside the U.S. face a tax or tariff when imported. Companies pay that cost, which is then often passed on to the consumer.
We may have short-term a little pain, and people understand that.
That includes energy and auto industries.
Parts move back and forth across our borders here in Michigan and Ontario every day, and eventually that shows up in the consumer price in the showroom.
Food and service businesses likely to feel the pinch too.
Not only with those great Americans that make distilled spirits products, but the agriculture community, bars, restaurants, bartenders.
Trump argues tariffs will make America wealthier and address trade deficits. Still, the interconnected web of global trade and fears of subsequent trade wars raise questions.
When we talk about tariffs, they're usually used to protect domestic industries or bring back manufacturing, in this case, back to U.S. soil. However, it's very unlikely we're going to be able to produce every single one of those on our soil.
Coming up at 6, we'll have more on how the tariffs will directly affect Wisconsinites. United Healthcare will pay $2.5 million over illegal robocalls. A class action suit says the company broke federal law with unauthorized telemarketing messages. The settlement covers more than 12,000 people who received these calls without permission. If you got one, you have until April 15th to file a claim online. And climate change could drain $1 trillion from real estate values over the next 30 years. A new report shows homeowners fleeing high-risk areas and soaring insurance costs, while coastal cities like Tampa could see prices drop 25%. The Midwest stands to weather the changes better than most regions. While climate risks may favor our region, Wisconsin renters facing their own challenge. Rent here will jump $89 this year, pushing one-bedroom costs to an average of above $1,180. Construction coverage reports a housing shortage is driving that increase, making Wisconsin the 12th highest for rent hikes across the country.